Hi guys, another episode of TED Talk. This is kind of funny, doesn't it? Most of them are relatively funny, or at least I try to make them funny. This is a little more serious. Not politics, dear God. The last thing anybody needs is somebody else on the web discussing politics. No, it's about a passion of mine, mental health. And I'm working on my next TED Talk. I've got 2 scheduled for the spring. I'm working on my 3rd one, and the title is the Laud, Suicide, the Secret of My Success. I know, a little out of the box, but bear with me. Subtitle is, what dream would you pursue if you knew for a fact you had nothing to lose? What audacious thing would you do if you knew by not doing it and staying in place, you would die? Okay, that is the idea I believe we're spreading. Just a quick background piece or two. I have 2 mental illnesses. One is called major depressive disorder, commonly known as depression. And the other is not so common. It's called chronic suicidality, meaning the option of suicide for me is always on the menu, even for the smallest of frustrations. Well, last year, one of the cars broke down, and I had 3 thoughts. I could get it fixed, I could buy a new one, or I could just kill myself. I know, it sounds really strange. But there may be somebody watching right now to whom that does not sound strange. They have just realized that they are not alone. This happens to me all the time after a keynote. People come up and go, man, I have thoughts like that all the time. I thought I was the only one on the planet. I didn't know it had a name. I'm just so grateful to find out I'm not alone. Yeah, the relief is palpable. So those are my 2 issues. Now, let's go back. Suicide, the secret of my success. January of 1984, married, miserable. Working in the insurance business, miserable. Not pursuing comedy, which is what I believe I was destined to do, miserable. And depressed. And I had the realization that if I stayed married, miserable, stayed in the job selling insurance, miserable, and if I didn't do comedy, miserable, sooner rather than later, I was going to kill myself, which was oddly empowering because I realized at that moment that I had nothing to lose. And there are few things more powerful on this planet than a human being with nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose to give comedy a try. If I stayed where I was, I'd die. So I divorced my wife, quit my job, began to pursue my dream of being a stand-up comedian, and I thought, and here was my out, if I fail, I can still kill myself. That's chronic suicidality. That is the secret of my success. And by the way, I'm not suggesting this for anybody else. I'm not suggesting that suicide or thoughts of suicide or the possibility of suicide is a good plan for anybody for success. This is the secret of my success. Let's make that clear. By the way, that's Trooper. He's my running buddy, and I guess today he's my co-host. That's my other passion, German Shepherds. Anyway, so now let's contrast that with somebody who is normal. Let's say I had a twin brother, and he too was married, miserable, had a job, was miserable. He believed he was destined to do stand-up comedy, not doing it, miserable. Now, my guess is he would have a similar thought process. He would think, I could divorce my wife, I could give up my job, I think try to stand-up comedy. I think I might be able to make that work. The next thought's the one that trips up normal people that don't have suicide as an option. The next thought would be, yeah, but what if I fail? And here's the operative phrase, I would lose everything. And because I had nothing to lose, I would say I had the advantage having major depressive disorder and chronic suicidality because I didn't have to make a decision. Let me give you a metaphor. I'm standing at the edge of a cliff. 10 stories down, there's a beautiful deep lake. Behind me is a raging brush fire. If I stay where I am, I'm going to die. If I jump, I may die, but also may hit the water just right and swim to safety. So is there really a decision in that scenario? I don't think so. And I think that's why it's the secret of my success. That was my way out. And I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs and entertainers I've met who had the same basic thought process. Had a job, didn't like it, had a dream, wanted to pursue it, and thought, if I keep doing this job I hate, I'm going to kill myself. So they give it a shot. It gives them the courage, oddly, to take a shot. Normal people, yeah, bless their hearts. They've got to make that calculation. And I would suggest that the majority of the time, perhaps wisely, not happily, but wisely, they choose the devil they know over the devil they don't, because they don't have the option of suicide. Well, the option of suicide, for me, it's a choice between the devil you know and, well, I guess the devil you might meet. Thank you.